This is Soham. He's currently preparing for his HOSA competitive event, but is struggling quite a bit. Let's see if we can figure out what he's doing wrong. Alright, so he's already made one mistake. Pause the video and see if you can tell how he's messing up his time management. This was an easy one. He took out his phone and was trying to multitask while studying, a very common mistake and side effect of procrastination. Let's keep going.
Alright, I think I'm going to study blood vessels.
Now, pause the video and see if you can figure out his second mistake. This one was a little trickier, but he's wasting time on a chapter that doesn't matter too much for his event. On to our final one. Alright, so what's wrong here? As you can see, he skimmed through the chapter, not devoting enough time to actually read through anything, which is counterproductive.
Good time management comes down to 3 things: prioritizing your tasks, devoting the proper amount of time to tasks, and avoiding distractions. We're going to be covering some time management strategies and how you can use them to improve your studying habits. The first thing we're going to be discussing is the Pomodoro Technique. This technique emphasizes the importance of taking breaks to make sure your mind is in its best condition when you study. Basically, you set a timer to study for 25 minutes, after which you set a timer to take a 5 to 10 minute break. During the 25 minutes, you focus on only studying, motivated by the 5 to 10 minute break you get to take afterward. Similarly, during your break, you want to take your mind away from studying as much as possible and relax. That way, rather than studying for 5-hour periods while being distracted, you can optimize the time you spend studying, leading to the best learning. There are many different apps and websites that you can use to automate a Pomodoro timer. One I would recommend is called Planty. It's basically a Pomodoro timer, but during the time that you study and keep your phone down, you can grow virtual trees in the app, which is another form of delayed gratification. Using this technique minimizes procrastination, while also allowing you to gauge how much time you're spending on a particular task. It is certainly a useful technique for studying. If you have more long-term goals, a good way of organizing them is by using the SMART template. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Specific just means your goals need to be specified. Remove any vague language and try to specify what exactly you want to achieve. Measurable means that you will have a way of tracking your progress toward your goal. Attainable means you set a goal that is realistic. Know your limits and don't set something that you know is impossible to achieve. Relevant means that the goal you set actually has something to do with what your objectives are. Don't set goals that won't help your overarching objective or won't benefit you in any way. Finally, time-based is that there is a specific time frame that you choose to carry out your goal in. Set a time period that you will work on your goal for and try to achieve something within it. Don't be ambiguous with measures of time. Another great way to organize your time is by using a technique called the 1-3-5 rule. Each day, you dedicate your time to 1 big, very important thing, 3 medium, kind of important things, and 5 little things. Make sure that these things aren't too large and can be achieved, or you can at least make significant progress on them in a day. In this way, you won't burn yourself out by just focusing on 1 large thing throughout your entire day. You can interspace working on your 3 medium things and 5 little things throughout the time you use to work on your 1 big thing, in order to take a break as well as to accomplish tangible goals for yourself. The 1-3-5 system can very much go hand in hand with the SMART goal system, as each of the goals that you set for yourself in the 1-3-5 system can be easily transformed into SMART goals to make them more feasible and attainable.
Now, let's see how Soham can improve what he did before.
Alright, so for today, I think I'm going to focus on reading the digestive system in my book. I'm going to find a Quizlet afterward, and in doing the practice questions, I'm going to aim to get at least 80% correct.
Here, Soham just made a SMART goal for his study session. Now, he has a clear idea of what he wants to achieve, rather than just studying for my HOSA event. Here, Soham is using the Pomodoro Technique to organize his studying. His phone is already occupied with timing him so he can't use it, so he has 25 minutes to solely focus on studying. In his 5-minute break, Soham is going to jam out a little on his guitar, so he can take his mind off of the digestive system for a bit. Since Soham combined his SMART goal with the 1-3-5 system, he knows that practicing a little bit on his guitar today was one of the 5 little things he wanted to accomplish today. Now he's back, taking some time to accomplish his one big goal, which he applied the SMART technique to, studying the digestive system. Now, Soham is ready to show what he knows. With the help of his time management techniques, Soham was able to be much more productive today with his studying and was able to learn a lot, as shown by that high score on his quiz. He's now feeling a lot more confident in his preparations for his event, all because of implementing some helpful time management techniques.